Hey everybody, how we doing today? Beautiful day here in the Florida Keys. As long as you're on the leeward side of an island, because on that side is blowing 30-knot winds and ugly. But I figured I'd take a break from the wind and catch up on some of my non-fishing videos. So today is a big thank you video to my Patreon supporters. My Patreon supporters are the people that go way above and beyond the normal watching my videos and thumbs upping them and subscribing and so forth. They actually go out and crack open their wallet and throw money at me and make it rain and help me fund the channel and the All About the Bait store. So a huge thank you to you guys. Makes a big improvement to the channel. If you've been watching the Where'd the Money Go videos on the Patreon, if you haven't, check them out. I've been posting a lot there of where I'm spending this money, so pretty cool stuff I've been buying lately. But one of the things I do is I also use them as a product testers for the All About the Bait store. So when I'm releasing new items or I'm starting to create new categories and stuff, I'll send them out to these my Patreon supporters that are part of my product testers group and let them get a sneak peek at it, check the merchandise out, let me know what they think. So it kind of works both ways as kind of a thank you, but also helps me out as well. So I'm actually behind December and January, but I've been working on a new category for the All About the Bait store, and that is, boom, bucktail jigs. Now, if you've been watching my channel from the beginning, you'll know that one of my primary rigs that I just consistently use was the bucktail, and tip it with some sort of either like gulp shrimp or pilchard or a little bit of anything just to kind of sweeten it up, and go through along the mangroves, flicking those underneath there and just basically whacking everything.
The second one will be just these little pompano jigs, and basically they're a bucktail jig, but instead of the bucktail, they actually use nylon, synthetic nylon, and they tend to be a little bit of a shorter butt to cut to them. And strictly very important, white head, red neck, white skirt. Okay, it's just this goes back to the 50s and 60s down here, that this has always been the kind of the go-to color for whatever reason. So it's just old school.
I kind of shied away from those lately, or for a little while there, because it's very expensive, to be honest with you. You're looking at a couple of bucks for the bucktail. You add a gulp shrimp, there's another $1.50, and then a cuda, toothy critter, snags, boom, gone. So I was using 5 to 10 a day, and it just builds up $20-30 a shot. So eventually I started kind of weaning myself off of that, but it's something that I've always wanted to carry because I truly believe in. So for this beginning of the new year and last year, I've been working on is getting my own bucktail jig category for the All About the Bait store. So I've been in the middle of working with a bunch of different companies, getting a bunch of samples, and then eventually what we came down to is that what I'd originally done is with the Cobra jig heads is I'd built them, one for drifting bait back into the deeper, wider and heavier current, having the prongs to be actually used with any soft plastic, but 3 also was to be able to be used to tie a bucktail. Since it got those prongs, you can just kind of mash them down a bit and then tie your bucktail on it, and then you have a triple threat there. So eventually what I figured I would do is I would try to find a company that could wrap my jigs. So I've got the jig heads, find somebody that can do it. It took a long time because the volume I do is a kind of a problem, because I sell a lot, and then it's very hard for I was wanting to do local manufacturers and so forth down in the Keys, but the people that do them didn't want to do that much kind of volume. It was just too much. So I've been searching around and working on that. But in the meantime, I ended up getting a bunch of samples from a bunch of different places of bucktails. So I figured what I'll do is, in the meantime, is I'll use those as kind of a tester for my product testers group there, and send those out for my December and January group. So for December and January, I've got 10 random people per month that I'm going to be giving these out to. Those are the $5 and higher, $5 to $20 group. I'll just pick 10 random for December and 10 for January. Send those out to you guys. And then for my $20 and higher, I automatically send them my products, whatever it is for the month. You guys just get them. So what I'm going to do is for the month of December, I'm going to send them out the bucktails. And then for January, I've got something else to kind of sweeten the pot, because I think it's pretty much almost all the same people. So keep an eye out for that. Alrighty, I got it. I just went and picked these up. These will be for my January $20 and up Patreon supporters. So what I've got is Key West Spice Company. So I always like to try to pick up some local stuff to share with you guys. So this is from Key West Spice Company. We've got key lime, we've got island grill, we've got seafood, we've got island barbecue, and we've got southernmost blend. So you guys will be getting those to sample. It'll actually tie in well, because eventually I think I'd like to add a sort of spice line to the All About the Bait, since I do like the catch and cooks, and that would kind of go hand in hand. But I think I'd like to keep it a lot more basic, maybe have the original blend, which would be salt, pepper, and MSG. Boom. And then a spicy version, which would be salt, pepper, and cocaine. So keep an eye out for those. But otherwise, see those coming in the mail here real quick. And otherwise, again, a huge thank you to all my product testers group for your input on how you like them. But a huge thank you to my Patreon supporters for helping me out to support the channel, as well as the All About the Bait store. So thank you guys very much. So maybe we'll go out and find a leeward side of the island and try these guys out.